Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of our house renovation project. So today we will take care again of some walls. In the last week, I started tearing down the inner shell of the walls of the fieldstone building. Today I will continue the work more or less on the bottom of the walls. Then I have a small lesson in anger management for you, so be surprised. And so here and there some other stuff. So I would say sit back and enjoy the video.
Yeah, and as you can see, we are now here at the same point we ended in the last episode. So now I try to tear down the wall around the window. Yeah, so here I have to take care most of this so-called window lintel. Yeah, it's the top of the window. So on the left side, as you can see, it is already floating in the air. And now I try to weaken it on the right side so it will fall down itself. Yeah, but as always, it's fighting a little bit hard, but with my experience up to now, I know what to do. And so here we can see how what is my solution of this situation. So maybe I looked a little scared while I was jumping away, but this was only because I was a little bit worried about if maybe some stones will bounce off the ground, and then maybe hit my leg or something. So this is why I was jumping so intensely out of the way. But as you can see, this also worked really fine. So now the window is free of this inside wall, and I can continue with the rest. And at this point, I can definitely benefit a little bit from my experience up to now. So I'm using this long wooden beam, because with this I simply have a nice and powerful lever to bring enough, I would say, destruction force to the wall. But the main problem here at this point is not the wall itself. It is more or less, mostly of the stones are now on the ground, and I do not have a good stand. And without a good stand, you don't have so much possibility to provide enough power to the wall. And this is what I was then here thinking. Okay, I'm not able to demolish it now here in one piece, and due to the rubble on the ground, I decided to tidy up a little bit. You can see it here, this really big pile of stones. And here's the same like I mentioned in the last video. So I definitely pick up the stones which are in a good shape, and I only throw away the stones which are demolished and cannot be used anymore. And you can see there are a lot of the stones are more or less in a good shape. And so I was able up to now to rescue, I would say, several piles of stones out of this now 3 walls in total, which I then can use anytime in the future. möchte eine ein, nimm zwei. Ist nur circa 40 Jahre alt. Lecker Schmecker. Vielleicht versteigere ich das mal am Ende des Baus. Mal schauen. Yeah, so from time to time you will find some tasty things inside your walls or your floors or ceilings, yeah, depending on the age of your building. So this kind of sweets I just found here was available in Germany since 1962, and this building was renovated in 1980. So it's quite possible, yeah, that this is nearly more than 40 or nearly 45 years old. so this wall here is maybe all 45 years old, but it will not stay any longer because now the last seconds are counting. And again, this works really well from my perspective, but the only thing I don't know, this is always the same. Yeah, there is always quite a bit of stones or the rest of the wall at the top, which definitely don't want to fall. Yeah, this is now several times I have the same issue, and but this is here not the problem. I have the pile of stones on the ground, and the rest around the wall I need to take later, because this is always a little harder to demolish than the big wall. Yeah, so now I also tidy up a little bit, yeah, to get the rest of the stones out of the building, to have more access to I would say the old floor slab on which this wall was built on. Yeah, on the left side of the picture you can see some rest of this floor slab. I demolished it up to that point, but this was the rest where the wall was placed on. And now I have the possibility to demolish and to get rid completely out of the rest of this floor slab of this old one. So now all the stones are out of the way, and I can use my Makita again to now demolish, as I said, the rest of the old concrete floor slab. And you will see in the next minutes this old concrete floor slab was built, I would say, really easy or rudimentary. Yeah? So it was simply created on the rubbish which was laying on the ground at that time point, and it was not connected to the sandstone wall or something else. Yeah. And in addition, you may recognize there is a cavity between the ground and the floor slab, and this is also not the optimum, I would say. Yeah, and as you can see now, I'm more or less finished here in this area, and then it is time to move on the opposite side of the room. And as you can see, here is also some walls still standing, and I'm a little unsure if I really need to demolish them. I was not sure, but then the wall did this to me.
Oh, verfickte Scheiße, Alter! Ah. Scheiße.
Das macht ihr nicht nochmal. So yeah, this definitely is not a typical reaction from my side. So normally I am really a calm guy, yeah. So but here at this point there was a nasty nail which really hurts me, and yeah, then my reaction here maybe is a little bit satisfying to destroy everything. Yeah, but then the rest was a little bit easier. Yeah, so now I can use my Makita to destroy or to demolish the rest of the wall, and then it's more or less the same like the other walls. Yeah, first I work around the window, then I try to tear down the wall piece by piece. And here we have the next part of the wall, which I can reach with my crowbar to demolish it in one piece. And again, everything worked out fine. Okay, and here comes my masterpiece in wall demolition. Booyaka! Yeah, this was definitely my masterpiece of tearing down walls. Yeah, so this was the biggest piece I ever demolished in one. But yeah, this was also the last one of this area. Yeah, so now all the inner walls of the sandstone building are demolished, but the other problem now is that I have more or less the complete wall in two pieces laying on the ground, and this means I cannot collect it simply and move it out with a wheelbarrow. So now I need to demolish it on the floor again a little bit, yeah, but with the help of my big hammer this is really not a big problem. But then I can only say there are so many stones on the floor, and so many. So there are definitely several tons of rubble which now needs to be carried out of the building with the wheelbarrow and then moved from my property with the trailer and the tractor from my father-in-law. But up to then I now need to tidy up here and carry out everything out of the building. Yeah, so now everything is more or less prepared for the next step. So this means in the next episode, in the next week, I can start digging again. Yeah, so this means I can now move my mini excavator again inside the building and move away all the earth in this area. So 60 centimeters are still to go, and this means there is a lot of earth needs to be moved. But for this I then have my excavator and my track dumper as a good team as always, which can help me out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and that was it for today here from my small construction site with a little lesson of anger management. And yeah, to give you a little preview, in the next week I will continue a little bit in the part of the fieldstone building. Now I'm starting with my excavator again to excavate the gravel out of the building, and then we will get some more concrete to create this part here, to create the part of the floor slab. So I would say thank you very much for watching. If you have something, please let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe. So we are already at the 1000 subscribers, and I'm really excited about this. So thank you very much for everybody. And so that's for today. Thank you very much, and see us again in the next video. Bye bye everybody.